When the Halloween just become a bop off, I'm not even kidding. Half these women are going out literally just naked. I saw an Instagram story last night. Some girl went out as a Playboy bunny, was wearing like a G-string thong and literally just pasties, no top. Yep. I swear every year it just gets more scandalous and scandalous and scandalous. It's gonna get to a point where you're just naked on Halloween. Yep. And women just use it as an excuse to just dress completely. I mean, men do it too, but not to that extreme. I don't know how some of your parents are allowing you to wear that stuff out. Granted, most of you have probably moved out, but still, some of that, it's insane how little respect you have for yourself. You were literally just going out basically butt naked for everyone to see because it's Halloween. It's the one night a year where you could just dress as big of a slut you want and no one gives a fuck. I really feel bad for the dudes with girlfriends right now, especially if you're doing long distance. Like, you're cooked. Like, you're really cooked, man. There's really nothing you can do on Halloween. Halloween is the D-Day of all relationships. If you found a good one, if you found a respectable woman, she wouldn't dress like that. She wouldn't go out and act like that. Like, you're lucky if that's you, but if not, a good chunk of you aren't like that. You're just fucked.
I'm HIV positive, right? And this is just a PSA to those that are not HIV positive. Disclosure is my choice. When I disclose and how I disclose and who I disclose to is up to me. I find it so crazy how people are telling me that I need to disclose before I go on a date, that I need to disclose before I kiss somebody. This is the craziest one.
She joking.
Before I even tell them my name. It's not happening. I don't think that it's my responsibility to tell someone that I'm HIV positive if they are treating me as
girl, that's a crime.
Girl, you're gonna go to jail. That's what you're gonna do. What do you mean you don't have to disclose to anybody that you're HIV positive? What are you talking about? That's a deadly disease. Like, what are we thinking? Like, you know how selfish you sound? How ignorant you sound and stupid? You're going to go to jail. This video is evidence. That means if you sleep with somebody, this will be a digital footprint. Yes, I will expect you to disclose that you're positive before I even get to know your name. Actually, put it in your bio. Actually, that's something you cannot be selfish with. That's something you cannot just hide. Are you crazy? Imagine I'm talking to you for 3 months, 4 months, and we kicking it off, and I'm like, I really love her, this, that, third, but, you know, we haven't had to do yet. Then I'm like, you know, trying to speak to you, and you like, oh, I gotta tell you something. I'm like, what's up? And you like, oh, I'm HIV positive.
By the way,
girl, the dash I would have done on you, but the fact that you wasted 3 months of my time, like, you can't make that choice for somebody for them. They're not gonna just change their mind once they get to know you. Like, I really like her, but she's HIV positive. But I really like her, so let me just start talking to her. No, you got to give them that choice in the beginning, like literally in the beginning. Give them that choice in the beginning, because regardless if they care, they're not going to talk to you or they're going to talk to you. There's not no method of if they're going to talk to you or if they're not going to talk to you. If they fuck you, they're just going to fuck you, period. And if they don't, they don't. But thinking that you can sit here and gatekeep the fact that you're HIV positive, girl.
I always think of Typhoid Mary. I think I read about when she was a maid or something like that, basically a housekeeper for a family, and she was using the restroom. I think she was a chef, actually. She was using the restroom, but she wasn't washing her hands. She tried. Essentially what happened is she tried to get away from authorities once they tracked her down. I always think about people who try to hide their sicknesses and their illnesses. That's what I think about whenever they do that. It's Typhoid Mary.
Girl.
As you get older, that don't mean I don't care how popular you are, how good you look. Looks don't necessarily do it all for me. Like, I need to see you as a whole entire package.
Typically, when you get older, mileage has increased. Kids have increased. Your weight has increased. So you kind of fell out of your prime a bit. When you were in your prime, you were targeting toxicity. And we're not talking about you. We're talking about the average woman. So most women, when they get older, they'll start realizing, okay, this toxic dude that I've been chasing forever is
I need to leave
not
him alone.
good for me. Like, I done experienced it. Yep. He's cheating all around, you know what I'm saying? He's making me feel like nothing and all this. You know what? I'm going to go try to pursue the man that's actually good for me. But by that time, you done had a kid with this toxic man. Or you done, been stressed out to where you done gained weight. So you're not in your prime no more. And that's typically how it goes. So now you are doing the good man a disservice because they're not getting you at your prime. They're getting you on the clearance rack. And that's what I feel like the problem is.
Exactly. And to add to that, it also becomes, in some situations, a safety concern, drama in your life, because you are connected to the toxic man that you had a child with. So men have that to think about as well. So not only do they have to take care of your child, they also have to manage the situation with some dude that might be volatile.
When are you gonna get married? When are you gonna get divorced? Yeah, how do you like that? That's when I'll get married to your husband. Leave me alone.
I don't show my friends corny texts from a man because as soon as they ask to see what my response was, I don't have anything to say anymore. Suddenly, my messages are all deleted. You guys are not going to like what I have to say. He goes corny, I go cornier.
Enjoy your life, man.
I don't even laugh when y'all post those screenshots on your close friends because I'm literally worse.
So sick and tired of hearing women say that they want better men. You looked at the quality of women in society, it's not that great. You want better men, be better women.
Dang.
Hey, what a good man is.
The good man is not in the clubs. The good man is not in the kickbacks, the streets. Lowe's, Home Depot, Tractor Supply.
That's a nice dog.
Instead of putting clothes on and go to the club, put some decent clothes on and just walk around Lowe's. Walk around that stove, refrigerator, cabinet section. Watch a man snatch your ass. Take you back home and remodel your whole. Y'all out here in the club. All y'all looking like y'all all got dirt, y'all all showing. Y'all all got all the makeup in your lashes. They got all that shit. So how do we decide who is who? The good girl standing with the
dang.
Like I said, if I approach her, I can't talk to none of them other women.
Dang.
So now I'm stuck and I'm like, damn, I can't shoot my shot because the good girl gonna be like, oh, like that hoe, new dress like those.
I am so I've been talking to someone for like 2 weeks. We've had this date planned. It was initially Wednesday and he had to cancel.
All right.
Sent me this long apology explanation. Rescheduled it for this tonight. Sent me the reservation. I drive all the way here. I get ready. And I've been waiting for half an hour by the bar like a loser waiting for our dinner reservation. Finally, I call and it goes straight to voicemail. Try again, goes straight to voicemail. I call from my Google Voice number and it rings. Call again from my number, it goes to voicemail. So he blocked me.
Dang.
Can someone explain to me what's going on
God, dog.
the dating apps with these photos of these men? They're all with other women, which is fine. But they're like, there's like even like a hand in the photo and it's clearly a woman's hand, or like an arm and it's like cut off, but you see it's woman's arms on him, but it's cut off. So like she's cut out of the photo. But do you all not have other photos that you can use that don't involve a woman?
Don't be
Like
so
an ex?
insecure.
It's not. It's more or less like, how come you don't just have more photos of you just not where you have to cut your ex out? You know?
That cat is purring.
Like, just take some more photos. Just take some other photos. It's just rough out here, okay? It's just rough out here.
That cat purring his behind off.
Whatever. I'm just gonna go to the cliff.
I'll be the first to say it, but I'm truly better than no man. I'm really not, because when you just see a girl that's really pretty, when you see a girl that's absolutely serving, oh, I am become the biggest creep. This past weekend was Halloween, and I gotta say, guys, we need to cool it down because we are serving and looking a little too good for free, and I think it's wrong. I think it's wrong because this past weekend I saw this girl in a black corset and fishnet stockings, and she looked amazing. Okay, her body, like she was body tea piping hot. Like it was crazy. Like I literally saw her and I was like, at the gym, like this girl looked like what I would want to look like. Like she was literally giving Pinterest board. Like her cheeks, I mean, I don't even know what workout routine you get from that, or if that's BBL and you have to go to Turkey and get that surgery done.
Imagine if a man were describing a woman like this.
I don't really know.
On the internet.
Drop the link if you're watching this, but me and multiple men that I was with, whiplash. I mean, I'm drooling, I'm hard. Like it just got weird. I was like, I get it now. Like I think men are creepy sometimes. I agree with that, but girls can kind of be creepy too. Girls can kind of be creepy because we were all fighting to talk to her. I like ran up to her and I was like, hey. And we're all flirting with her. Like, I'm just like, we're confused. And I was like, what's your costume? She's like, I'm a vampire. And I was like, there was no fang, no blood, no teeth. She could be whatever she wants because she looked that good. But I was like, really? That's great. It doesn't even matter. You don't need, your costume is being beautiful. And for that,
lame.
Yeah, sorry if these guys are harassing you, but I'm going to join with them.
I'm so tired of dating,
Why is
which
that?
is fun, and generally I enjoy it. But I am tired of my weeknights being spent getting dressed up. I just want someone to come over and lay on the couch so I can feel someone's body heat.
These women are desperate, man.
That isn't this guy.
Got tired of you, man.
He's sick of me too. He's sick of it. They want me home. They want me on the couch. They want a new dad. They want a father. This is a home without a male figure. They're sick of it.
I saw this one video where this lady was talking about, in this generation, we have created it that women can no longer be wrong. That anything a woman does can be justified.
Accountability.
And she needs no correction. And sometimes when women hear these things, they get triggered, they get angry, and they're immediately on the defense. But ask yourself this question. When you are dealing with female family members or female friends, do you experience this? Do you experience that you can't correct them without an argument, or they can never apologize for their wrongdoings? What do we really think about this statement?
Suspect just got fired from a minimum wage job.
Dang.
Suspect hasn't shaved her bush in months because she's celibate.
Come on, guys.
Suspect is so broke she shopsless from Five Below. Suspect fried off her hair because she can't pick between blonde and brunette. Suspect goes weeks without brushing her teeth. Suspect's teeth are as yellow as my...
God,
Suspect parks
dog.
with her legs open in your direction. Suspect's forehead is as big as Megamon. Guys, I gotta step it up. This
Shots fired.
Suspect's never bigger than her actual. Suspect claims she's done with her ex, but she texted him 2 nights ago.
Got him.
Suspect wants to lose weight, but goes to Carvel 3 times a week. Suspect put on makeup for this video.
Got him.
Suspect once took a in the woods and covered it with leaves.
Fight back.
Everybody wanted to know where the good men are, but let me just explain to you what's stopping these good men from getting with you. This idea that a man should come along and take you as you are. He should accept you for who you are, how you feel, how you think, what you do, and he shouldn't question that. He should embrace it, right? That's what you want. But that man wasn't good enough to be with you, to get with you, until he did all the work.
Yep.
He had to become this amazing provider, which means he needed to put in extra work and effort towards his career, maybe his education. Maybe he had to really put in the work for a grind, whatever he was doing. But until he can provide a lavish lifestyle, you didn't think he was worth much of anything.
Yeah.
You want to make sure that you have a man who's making solid, sound decisions. You want him to stay far away from all these girls in these streets where he can get somebody pregnant and have all these children out of wedlock, because you want to be the woman who comes along for this perfect man, right? But you don't want to do any work. Do you know why your grandmothers back in the day were able to get these men when they were young? That's because they spent their entire life being raised and taught how to
take
be
care of a man.
A good woman.
Yeah.
How to make sound decisions, what men cared about. See, we frown upon that now. You call it misogynistic.
Yeah.
But no matter what name you put on these things, it's not going to change that you can't control what a man is going to find attractive and what a man is going to pursue. You just can't. So you have 2 choices. Get on board and start putting in the work now, or be okay being single.
Gotta be. So many of these modern women are selfish, man. And it's not that you have to be totally geared towards taking care of somebody else. But if you want to be in a relationship, that's what you're going to have to do, period. If you have a family, that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to serve your family. And they're expecting the man to do all of this. Buy me flowers. That's a form of service. Buy me dinner. That's a form of service. Pick me up. Another form of service. Do things around the house. Well, it's your house too. Yeah, but there's certain things around the house that you want me to do. That's why they call it a honey-do list. Service. Happy wife, happy life. To keep me happy, then you would be serving me. So there's a plethora of things, and I know I'm forgetting some that men have to do, that they're required to do for a woman in order to keep her happy. And a lot of them require the man to be of service to the woman. If you're not doing things physically, then you have to do things for me mentally. You have to do things for me intimately, but it's all in service of me. I'm the queen. I'm the princess. And that's the type of treatment that I want. But if you turn the tables and say, okay, now, how do you serve your man? They don't have an answer for that because they weren't thinking about doing it anyway. Society or somebody in their circle, or maybe a movie that they've seen, has somehow infiltrated their brains to think that they don't have to do any serving. Number one. Number two, if they say, okay, I'm not going to get away with this, especially for the men that I want. So I'm going to serve, but I'm going to serve as less as possible. That means I'm trying to hitch my wagon to a train that's already going. I'm trying to attach myself to somebody that don't really need me, somebody that they already rocking and rolling. That would be a high value man. That would be a man with a lot of money. That would be a man that's already out here just doing it in beast mode already, right? Because he doesn't need my money. So I'll keep my money because he don't really need it. And then I'll take his money because he has more than mine. That's why they say I want a provider man, because I want to be able to keep my money and take his and enrich my life, further serving myself. And the man is saying, okay, if you're going to take my money, what are you going to give me in return? And sometimes some of these women might give them a kid, but they don't really want to have the kid, and they don't really want to take care of the kid. So then that's why they hire a nanny. They really don't want to be a wife. They just want to stay home all day. And that's why they go and hire somebody to cook, because they don't want to do any of these things. But they expect a man in all seasons, in every environment, to continue working. That's why you don't have who you want. That's why you don't have anybody at all. That's why you have to settle for singleness, because you can't get a man. No man is going to sign up for doing all these things for you just to in turn have you smack your lips, turn your face up, turn your nose up, squint your eyes, and start coughing and all that other stuff and all the noise that you like to make, all that crying and whining and being a victim. No man is going to sign on for that, because he gets nothing out of it. He gets no love out of it. He gets, especially the biggest thing, no respect out of it. But they don't care, because society has taught them, don't worry about respecting a man. Maybe you can 20 years down the road, but for right now, he needs to spend the next 20 years loving you so that maybe you can feel comfortable and rest in your feminine. And maybe at the end of your lifetime, you can say that you love him, after he's provided, of course, and it's time to pay out the retirement, quote unquote.
Choice is always yours.
I just went on a date. And I walk in to the ice cream place. Mm-hmm. He's in there. And I start getting ice cream. And then I was like, where did he go? I turn around. He walks out the door. Just disappears. And I was like, standing there with my ice cream, oh, what? So then I got more ice cream and stuff, and then I paid for it, and the worker's just looking at me, and I'm just like, yeah.
This man not taking it, man.
It's impossible to date. I don't know what else to say. Who does that? I was like, what? And I was like, what in the world? You cannot date now. What is wrong with people? Who does that?
There have been plenty of women that be doing that. They be going to the restroom and sneaking out the back door. And the man be sitting there for 20, 30 minutes, scrolling on his phone, looking silly, waiting for the woman to come out the restroom. That woman then bolted. Didn't text him, didn't do nothing. And really sometimes it's a crying shame, because he finds out on TikTok that she bolted. Oh man, he might see this. Oh, he might actually run across the. Oh, I didn't expect this to go viral. Women in the comments saying stupid stuff. Oh yeah, I did it too. Yeah, it was me. I did the same thing. And oh man, I'm gonna keep on doing it. And all men really gotta do, you don't need, once again, you don't need, are we dating the same person? Because a man can tell right there, this is not the woman that I want to date. This is not the woman I want to be involved with. But this is what I'm saying. Y'all, if a man would do the same thing to you and not communicate, because y'all be saying y'all want an effective communicator. But if a man do this, now you confused. Well, I didn't expect him to do that. I want to do it. I should be able to do that because I feel unsafe, or I just wasn't feeling it and I just want to get out of here. But if a man were to do that, he's a terrible person. He's trash.
Ronnie, tell.
I really wish that men would understand that, like, I'm just a lover girl. I have this pattern of talking to men for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then it just fizzles out because they probably think that I'm too much, or I'm too aggressive, or like I want to get married and do all the things or something. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I'm a needy person sometimes. I want to talk to you, okay? I get it. Whatever. Can't someone just accept that? Like, I don't want to date you. You can go do your stuff, you know? Like, go do you, boo. Just don't tell me. And then can we see each other a couple times a month and like talk all the time? Like, that's really what I want, honestly, right now. Like, you go do you, but we can still like do us. I'm just a lover girl. Let me love you. Like, I'm just trying to hang out and kick it and smoke and have fun and laugh. It's been a long time since I've been laid. And it was my ex the last time. I just want someone to let me love them. You don't gotta love me just as much back. Send me a coffee every now and then, maybe some flowers. Let me know that you're thinking about me. If you want pictures or video, like, I got you. Whatever you need, whenever you want it, I got you. Okay? And then we see each other a couple times a month. You do you. Just don't tell me, because I am kind of jealous. So I just would rather not know. But like, I'm an adult, so I get it. I get it. I don't like to be around people that much. Like, I'm a homebody. But I need these men to realize that I'm just trying to hang out. Like, and I just have an assertive, aggressive personality. I can't believe it. Just let me love you.
Ladies, have you ever said to a man, hey, I want to go out to eat, and then you guys go out to eat and the man ends up thinking that you invited him out? This happened to me.
Well, you suggested it.
But we never spoke again.
Of course
I took my L. I don't know what you would have done, but I was like, I'm paying.
Once again, this is what men be going through all the time. Women get them out there and they just be talking away and doing whatever and eating and having a great time. But then after the date's over, oh, well, you know, you're a great person, but I don't see us going any further than this. But the meal was great. I had a great time. You're such a good friend. Go ahead and pay this bill for me. Oh, you gonna give me that Uber ride home, right? Because you're a gentleman. Oh, you're gonna text me and make sure I got to the house safely, right? Because you're a gentleman. But when somebody does it to you, then it's not what you want. This is what men continue to try to tell you. And this is how you know modern women don't have no self-awareness about anything. Because if you were to do the same thing to me that I'm doing to you, then it's forget about you. Forget you. Oh man, you ain't nothing, you trash. Okay, if you think that, well, maybe you shouldn't be doing that to him. Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought maybe some of the things and the techniques that I employ when I'm dating, maybe I shouldn't do those. Maybe I should treat others how I want to be treated. But modern women don't think about that because they don't care to think about that. They care to get over on men and continue to act crazy. But anyway, that's just my opinion. To the next video, I'm out.